I'm back. Hello, everybody. And this is Auntie. And I am here to do my review on the Family Chantel Season 1, Episode 6, The Fight to Get Along. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, everybody needs a sweet old auntie, right? Having one, it just would be nice. Cause everybody needs a sweet old auntie, right? So welcome to Auntie's Advice. Welcome to the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If y'all hear a bunch of squeaking in the background, it is my grandpuppy. And she is keeping herself occupied. And I'm sitting up here trying to sing. And she's squeaking like I don't know what. So if that's what you hear, just act like you don't hear it, okay? She's adorable. She's keeping herself busy. So, y'all, if I had to rate this episode of The Family Chantal, I would probably give it a C plus, B minus C plus. I thought the episode was quite interesting and like you can't make this foolishness up. We started off this episode with Chantel and Pedro at the baseball field. As we all know from from the previous episodes, that Pedro wanted to be a baseball player, and because of circumstances and situations in his life, he wasn't able to accomplish that dream. But he still, is supporting, I guess, baseball players and whatever. And he wants to have an activity so that his mom and Chantel and his nasty ass sister Nicole can, get together and try to make amends. Pedro continuously through this whole entire episode kept talking about what he did. Going out with River and Thomas, River aka Puddle and Thomas, going to the family counseling, because Pedro's ultimate goal, his ultimate scheme, is to bring his mom and his sister to the United States. When Pedro went to go and sit down with a lawyer, he discovered that he could not do it without Chantel's help, or he would have to wait 2 years until he, is nationalized and gets his green card and all that. Until he gets his green card. And so his great scheme now is to make sure that everybody gets along. I love you too, baby. Is to make sure that everybody gets along, so that he can bring, his mother and them over here, because he had no idea that it was going to, take him this long to get it done. So again, he has her at the baseball field, and she's like, bitch, it's hot. It's 104 degrees out here. She's got a portable fan, like Chantel hot as hell. And I'm saying, boo, it ain't helping that you got all that black on, but okay. I digress. And so, he's talking about, her getting along with his family and, them having an opportunity, everybody to get along. When he went over to see his mom and his sister, when he got to the DR, Chantel stayed at the hotel because she didn't want to go and be bothered with them two bitches, okay? And so Pedro was, feeling some kind of way about it, but he didn't say anything about it because, of course, he's got this scheme and he needs to play nice right now. And so we see the, the mother and Nicole come to the baseball field, and it's just an awkward situation, right? And so they all sitting up on the baseball bleachers, and they all have a damn thing to say to one another. And so Pedro's like, y'all gonna say something. So Chantel was like, how's everything going? And so, they're like, he says, say it in Spanish, so, she's like, ¿Cómo está usted? Whatever. And so, the mother's like, I'm fine. Like, how are you? How your family? The family fine. Because, they're going to be there arriving that day. And so, Nicole is sitting there with her evil ass, because she's an evil somebody, okay? And she's not impressed with Chantel at all. And she's like, so, like, why your family coming here? The first time you all came to see grandma, your family wouldn't even get out the mofo car. So why your family coming here? And she was like, my family is coming here because I came here to support Pedro, and my family is coming here to support me and Pedro, which is some BS, okay? The mother's coming over there for a rumble in the damn jungle, all right? And Pedro's mother is like, I'm gonna do what Pedro has asked me to do. I'm gonna try to get along with this bitch, but really I'm not feeling Chantel at all. So it's just that that same kind of combative thing that's going on with them. And Chantel and Pedro are trying to keep a united front in front of the family and all of that kind of stuff. And really, it's going to be to no avail. I mean, because neither person is willing to bend, and like none of them are willing to bend. In the meantime, in between time, we see Mama and Thomas and Puddle and Winter arrive at the hotel. And so they arrive at the hotel, and they like, it's beautiful and all that kind of stuff. And Winter is still depressed over Ja. According to Winter, she hasn't talked to Ja since the day everything blew up. She said that she's been staying at her parents' house and not even staying with Ja. So I don't know if her and Ja had a place together or what it was, but she's been staying. Stop it! No. So she's been staying with her parents since the altercation between her and Ja. And for all of you all who are playing catch up, Chantel and her mom did an investigation on Ja and came and found out that Ja has a 9-year-old son, okay, that he never told her about in the 6-year relationship that they've had with one another. And so, all of this was exposed, and Winter has just been devastated by this fact. So she's over there to get her mind off of everything. Puddle wants to talk to her about it. Puddle's like, I'm not running away from any problems. He really could care less if he sees Pedro. He said that, when he went out with Pedro, it was so that he can, tolerate him and be in the same room with him. But he doesn't trust him, any further than what he can, he can blink his eye, okay? His eyelid from his eye, bitch. She doesn't trust him at all. And so, the mom and the dad are like, everybody's coming here for relaxation. I'm coming here to support my daughter. And Winter is coming here because she needs to get herself, some relaxation away from the situation with Ja. And Thomas is like, I'm coming to get, my thing wet. All right, I'm coming here to have some relations with my wife. We need to catch up on some things ourselves. And so, we go through the whole little rigmarole of them being at the hotel and checking in and all of that kind of stuff. And then, Chantel comes over to the hotel because she's supposed to be meeting up with the parents. And she coming with the bull. Immediately, her ass starts talking about Nicole. About how she was at the baseball field playing nice, playing phony. And then Nicole was doing the same thing with her. So I'm saying, Chantel, if you really want there to be peace on earth, let it begin with you, boo. Chantel is instigating this whole thing. She did not have to come to the hotel and tell her mother that. All she had to do was say, I went to a baseball game with them. Chantel got revenge on her mind, and she's thinking that she's going to be able to get that revenge through her mom being there. Because Karen is quite ignorant, okay? Nicole, says, Chantel says Nicole was acting like, and the mother says, you mean like, I said they are hot tail mess. They really are. So, Chantel has made an arrangement for them to meet with the family in a courtyard, right? Because they're supposed to sit down and discuss all of this bull crap. All right? In the meantime, we have a conversation after the baseball game with the mama and with Nicole. Nicole says they loco. She says they crazy, deranged, and strange. She don't want to have anything to do with any of them. Okay? She don't want to play nice. She doesn't want to go by what Pedro is saying. She can't stand these mofos and she's not gonna fake it. The mother is saying that Pedro has a dream. He has a plan. And so she's gonna play nice. Really what she wants to do is snatch Karen wig off her off her mofo head and whoop her ass. But because Pedro has a plan for her to get to the America, okay, she's going to go ahead on and play nice the way Pedro has asked her to. But if mama knocked that daggone stick off her shoulder, she going to whoop her ass because she didn't appreciate the fact that her 2 children went over to the house, okay, and they got bamboozled and they got jumped over that mofo and that, they were attacked. Now, we all saw the videotape. All of us have different interpretations about who started the fight and who didn't. Number one, when Pedro came across that table and was talking disrespectful to the parents, that's what started the fight, in my opinion, bitch. You don't come to somebody's house and disrespect their parents. You don't come to my house and disrespect my household. Point blank to the period. Whether I got up and hit a lampshade or I hit you in your forehead. Don't disrespect my parents and don't disrespect my parents' home. Now, did Mama Karen agitated, instigated, and started with her mouth? Yes, but she didn't jump up, and that was her house to act her ass in. Okay? Choose your battles. Because Puddle called himself defending the honor of his parents. So, whether or not Puddle threw the first punch at the lamp, or whether or not Pedro came across the table, at the end of the day, Pedro has always been disrespectful, in my opinion. Now, you can write your opinion down in the comments section. I ain't going to bite your head off for your opinion. But in my opinion, he started it by being disrespectful. So anyway, the mom is talking about, her children being attacked. Nicole is talking about her being attacked, and she don't give a damn. She believes that she can get to America with just her looks and her braces, bitch. Okay? She believes that she is just fine as age wine, and ain't nothing in this world that can stop her from going over there and to coming over here to the United States to live. She don't even want to live with Chantel, but bitch don't know that that's what she going to have to do. Okay? So we see Mama Thomas in the bedroom. She don't know what shade she gonna wear. She don't know if she gonna wear the ugly white and yellow shades or she gonna wear the brown shades, okay? She's asking Thomas. She's telling Thomas that, they have been praying that, God will make the enemy their footstool and that he will, reveal some things to them or whatever. That he will protect their children, which is the average prayer that somebody prays. Puddle and Winter have made a decision that they are not going to go. They ain't there for the bull crap. They there for vacation. And they don't feel like all this fighting and stuff like that. But still, he is pressing his sister out. They're all pressing his sister out at the table because, they're like, Chantel's saying, well, you don't need to be with y'all. You need to know that you can do it by yourself. You were taking care of his daughter, cooking food and cleaning the house and playing wifey all this time, and if he couldn't tell you about the baby, then he's basically disrespectful and he doesn't care anything about you. And everybody else started chiming in, and Winter's like, look, I feel like I'm being attacked, bitch. I just want to go to the pool. I want to go shopping. I don't want to deal with this. And she was like, I feel like I'm being attacked. And Mama Karen was like, you are, and I apologize for it. I have never seen Mama Karen apologize for anything. I've never seen this soft side of her. When she deals with Chantel, she deals with Chantel with an iron hand. So you can see the favoritism. You can see that Mama Karen absolutely favors Winter. And if I had a daughter that acted, well, no, because I don't believe in favoritism, but I can see why the mother's relationship with Chantel is a little different than Winter. Winter appears to be the person who will allow you to cuddle her, to speak into her life. But right now, she's really hurt by what Jar has done. And so it doesn't help that Puddle is pressing it. But Puddle is pressing it because he really cares about his sister. He's seen his sister cry. His sister been staying at the house. There's a separation between her and Jar. And he doesn't understand why Jar hasn't contacted his sister in all this time. She believes that Jar owes her an apology. And I'm saying this, yes, he owes you an apology, but that's not going to bring closure to the situation. It's going to have to really be some soul searching, some conversations, okay? Not a conversation, conversations. Because she really does need to get down to the nitty gritty of why y'all lied like that. And even though I don't think it's something that they should separate for, I mean, that's just my opinion. I'm not the one that's wearing that shoe, and I don't have a mofo that's lying to me about a whole baby, a whole 9-year-old son. But Chantel is the one that's pressing this out. So again, she says that they're going to be meeting in the courtyard. Mama Karen says, "Good. I'm glad we're not meeting at a restaurant because then the family can't get to the knives and all of that kind of bull crap." In the meantime, we still see Pedro talking about how he wants the families to come together because he needs Chantel's signature. He needs her to go to the interview with immigration. He needs her to do everything. So he needs his family to be on their damn best behavior, okay? But you know what, Pedro? We talk about your family. So Mama Chantel is like, you know what? I'm going to defend my daughter. If I got to fight out this mofo, I'm going to fight. Meantime, and in between time, Nicole comes into her mother's room. They getting ready to go. And she says, "Ma, is that the dress you wearing?" And Karen was like, "Yeah." She was like, "That look cute and everything. Bitch, make sure you put some shoes on that you can easily get out of and bust her in the head with them." So she's already coming in the wrong attitude. Her attitude is all wrong. And I'm sitting there the whole time and I'm looking at the show and I'm saying, okay, so it's Chantel and Pedro. And Pedro's mother, Chantel's mother and father. Why the fuck is Nicole going anyway? Nicole is a child in this situation. She didn't have a damn thing to do with anything. She ain't got a pot to piss in the window to throw it out of. She living off her brother, just like her mother. I love you too, all the way from London. Let me see what your name is, baby. Hi, Shirley, Spice for Life. Love you, Auntie from London. Love you too, baby. So I'm saying, why in the hell is she going? She doesn't need to go. This is an adult conversation. She is a child. She need to be doing the same thing that Puddle and Winter are doing. Bitch, tour the city. Do some homework. Tighten your braces. Do something different. You don't have to be in this conversation. This has nothing to do with you. Yes, you was over there getting your ass whooped, and you was getting your ass whooped because you jumped into the fight to protect your brother. And I understand your reasoning for doing it, but you have to understand, boo, that you did not get attacked. The mother told your ass to move. Pedro told you no. She ain't moving nowhere. Okay? When a mother asks you to move as a guest in her house, bitch, get up and move. Even if you got to get up with your chin stuck to your ass, move. You in somebody else's house. You were already arrogant and lying. You said that you wasn't laughing and clapping your hands at Chantel. Bitch, yes, you was. You was a whole lie. So, of course, Chantel popped, she popped off. So, anyway, y'all, make a long story short on this episode. They all meet up. Pedro's the damn interpreter. So, they sitting there. Woo! She told her mother, wear some shoes that you can kick off. The mother talk about snatching wigs. Karen talk about snatching wigs because remember, Nicole's weave got snatched out when she was up in the house and Mama Thomas was swinging that joint around. Okay, Mama Karen. So they sitting there and everything, and the father's saying, Pedro said that he wanted me to be a father figure to him. It's a lot on me as a man trying to hold this all down because my wife is a whole fool. She a whole fool. So they sit down. Chantel's arrogant as hell. Chantel already has that attitude with my mama here, now what? Now what you gonna do? I'ma still smack the taste buds out your mouth, whether your mama here or not. So anyway, but she's got that attitude because now she feel like she got a back. Her mother told her, I'ma have your back, young. I'ma have your back. And when your mom and your family tell you they gonna have your back, you go out there with your chest stuck out like I don't know what, all right? So anyway, they sit down and they, trying to have this conversation. And, they ask her, basically, the sister asked her, why y'all here? They said, well, your grandmother's not good. Mama Chantel don't know Spanish. She just said your grandmother ain't good. So, Pedro was like, basically she said that grandma's sick and she over here. And so the girl was like, she was like, and we love Pedro and Chantel. So Nicole was like, wow, now you love Pedro? Wow, when you was at my grandmother's house, bitch, you was being disrespectful. You wouldn't even get out of the van. So, Mama Chantel is trying to explain why they didn't get out the van and all of that kind of stuff. And, next thing Chantel, she puts her mouth into it. And so, it's just a bunch of arguing going on at this point. Nobody's listening. So Mama Chantel was like, Mama Pedro was like, look, you put your hand on my daughter. You put your hands on my daughter. I should be mad with you about doing that. I sent my children to America, into your home, and you disrespected my children. And so at this point, Mama Chantel was trying to say, I'm sorry. She said, I'm sorry about the hair pulling and everything. Pedro goes and interprets it and says to the mother, she says she has snatched your wig off. That is not what was said. So Chantel's like, Pedro, you didn't even tell the truth. You didn't interpret it the way that it was. And he didn't. Just the changing of a couple of words made it defensive. It made it offensive. Like, you offended me. So Mama Chantel was like, bitch, you talking about snatching wigs off. How about I snatch your wig off? So Mama Chantel gets up. Mama Pedro gets up. And Mama Chantel gets up and was like, what it is? What it is? What you getting ready to do? You stand up, bitch. I'm standing up. So now she ready to fight. Pedro's sitting up in the middle like, whoa, what's going on? Mama Pedro said, fuck all the bull. I'm not playing nice anymore. You attacked my daughter. Now you talk about snatching my wig off. That is not what Mama Chantel said. First of all, she tried to apologize. But what she was saying was, if someone came into your home and attacked your children at your table, how would you have reacted? You would have reacted the same way. But no, Pedro interprets it and makes it a threat. And it wasn't a threat. So now you don't have anybody talking to anybody. Nicole is still playing victim. Y'all jumped on me. Y'all attacked me. Y'all did this. Y'all did that. Where's all the shoe throwing that you was going to do? So Mama Chantel, Thomas was like, y'all need to sit down. We need to talk one at a time. One at a time. And Pedro, you need to interpret this stuff correctly, because Pedro was saying what he felt. Now, he wants his family, okay, to be in the right so bad. He wants them to come to America, and he wants Chantel's family to be in the wrong. When Chantel's parents were saying that they were concerned about the grandmother, the daughter, Nicole, couldn't even receive it. And they're sitting up there trying to say, we're here for your grandmother. Whether or not they sincere or not, the ass just showed up. But she wants to continue to keep going down the path of this, with all this anger and this venom. And Chantel was like, so Mama Pedro going off. She got her finger all up, and Chantel's like, don't put your nasty stink finger in my face. And that's when it popped off. Mama Karen said, you know what? I'm out of here. Adios, Lydia. Adios, Nicole. We out. Because they felt like they were at the point where they were about to fight. Because when they both sat down, Mama Chantel got up to say, look, we got to talk one at a time. We got to be able to hear one another, okay? Or this is just a waste of time. So Mama Pedro stood up because neither one of them understand what the other one is saying. Neither one of them. And you got this sorry ass interpreter called Pedro, who really is holding a grudge himself. He hasn't forgotten, and nor has he gotten over what has happened to him and what happened to his sister. Pedro is trying to play both sides of the coins. Either you a tail or you a head. You one or the other. You can't be both sides of the coin, Pedro. Now Pedro's feeling disrespected because Chantel got up and left with her family, as she should have, because they were like, this is too much. It's not going anywhere. The conversation is not fruitful. And my whole thing is, if you're gonna fight one another, get in a ring, burn off in a ring, fight and get it over with, so that they can all move on. Chantel was like, they will not be staying with me. They will not be living with me in my home. Chantel is their golden ticket, and they can't even keep it together. Nicole was like, I'm not even going to fake it out, although the mother is trying to fake it out. She is toxic and she's poisonous to Pedro's plan. But the thing about it is, Pedro is the one that's keeping all of this started, because he's been a liar from day one. A liar from day one. He had already said that when we go over there, if they start fighting, my marriage is not going to be able to survive this. And he's absolutely correct. But everything he did with his own agenda, and he did with his own motives. He does not care about reconciling with the family, Chantel. He just doesn't. He don't care about that, y'all. All he wants is for his mother, before she shuts her eyes, is to see America. That's it. And that's all. She said that when Pedro's father left her, that Pedro was the man of the family, and that he said that he would take care of her. But at some point, y'all, you got to let go. See, I always say that we cannot make our children pay for our sins. We cannot make our children pay for our indiscretions. We cannot make our children pay for our past. We cannot make our children pay for our past relationships, past failures. We can't even make them accountable for our successes, whatever they have been. We have to allow our children to be who they are going to be. Point blank and simple. When they were formed in our wombs, God had a plan for those children. And the only thing that we are supposed to do is nurture and guide them to walk out that perfect plan for their lives. Pedro is not her husband. He's not her pseudo-husband. And he should not be responsible for carrying that damn weight. This is part of the problem. This is the root of the problem. Let him go. Let him be a man and be married to his. Live your life, mama. If you're going to come over to America, come over there on your own volition. Come on over there, or come over here on your own merits. But don't use your son to continue to be your pseudo husband, because it's not fair to Pedro. Pedro is carrying this weight, and of course, because he's carrying such a heavy load of all the years and all the baggage and all of that stuff that's in his mama backpack. He's lying. He's deceitful, because he gotta make it happen, or he's a failure in his mama's eyes. We cannot treat our children this way. We gotta do better. There's nothing in my life that my daughter should have to pay for. Nothing. Every bad relationship, every good relationship, she shouldn't have to pay for any of that. That should not be a stain on her life because I decided to make bad decisions as it relates to a maid. Shouldn't. Me and her daddy ain't never get married. But I never, not one day of his damn life, tore him down in his daughter's eyes. Never. I never put pressure on that mofo where he could not be a good daddy to his daughter. And even when he got sick and had the stroke and all of that kind of stuff, I still allow my daughter to make a decision about when she wanted to see her daddy in the hospital, how long she wanted to see her daddy. And the day that he passed away, okay, and to this day now, I don't say anything bad about her daddy because guess what? I dated him. I got pregnant by him. She is a fruit of that relationship, but not the fruit of what was going on in it. She is a love child, a beloved child, and nobody should have to carry the weight of somebody else's damn decisions. If his mother is living in poverty, she put herself in poverty. If she's living in wealth, she put herself in wealth. If she wants to come to America, do it on your own. But don't put this damn weight on your child. Pedro can never have an honest relationship with Chantel or Chantel's family. He can't. He can't. He can't and he won't. Because everything he's doing for his mama. He feels like he owe her. He don't owe her shit. He don't owe his mama nothing. Thank you so much, Vicky Val 83 for the $1.99 super chat. Preach, Auntie. Thank you for sharing that story. You're welcome. Thank you, Glistening Beauty, for the $1.99 super chat. I love you, Auntie. I'm recently a new subby. Welcome to the family. We're family. Okay. Welcome, boom. Glad you are here. So long to the short, the family Chantel, they laughed. They were like, we're not even going to do this. This is not, it's not working. It's not happening, Captain. We out of here. Fuck this. Then Pedro comes to the hotel. He sits down with his mother and his sister. And he talks about how he was disrespected. Bitch, you wasn't disrespected. Your mother wasn't even disrespected. Your sister wasn't disrespected. They didn't have to sit there and listen to that bull coming out of their mouths. I wouldn't have sat there and listened to that either. It's the same thing over and over. Can we move past that? You got your weave snatched out, bitch. Okay, it's over. You was just as wrong. My mother tried to say she was sorry, but your son didn't want to interpret that. Why? Why didn't Pedro want to interpret that? Why didn't Pedro think that that was important, that that was the key to solving some of this problem, that just a simple, I'm sorry from Karen? What was it that motivated Pedro to keeping this bull crap going on? Isn't this what you say you want, Pedro? Then he gonna come back to the room to Chantel and tell Chantel how he felt like he was disrespected. How he's a perfect one. He went to counseling for 5 hours. And he went with Thomas and River. Bitch, don't do that for me. Do that for you. Do that for you. Don't make that about me. And you know what? Here's the thing that I've learned over my 50-some years of life. When you do something from the heart and with good intentions, no hidden agenda or motive, you don't ever throw it back in somebody else's face. When you do it and you do it out the kindness of your heart, you do it without speaking about it. You don't blast off to the whole entire world. You just don't do it. There are some times where you may want to share. This review is over. Now I'm getting ready to talk to the family. We're going to have a real quick family meeting. You all have been, oh, let me see. Thank you, Alexia and Elisa Henderson, for the $1.99 super chat. Both families are loco in Karen's voice. Love you. Love you too, boo. So if you came here for the review is over. Thank you so much for being here. But now I want to say something to the family. This is for our family. If you are not a family member, bitch, don't you write nothing nasty down in the comments, because I done told you that the review is over. Okay? This family. You all have been super chatting me. And as you all know, who are part of the family and the new subbies, that the super chat money goes to the subscribers. I buy things and I give them to them. Last month, we started really getting super chats in, significant enough for me to start buying something for the family. I do not buy or pick out anything or pick anybody's name out because of your circumstances or your situation. As long as you are a part of the family, we can prove that you are a subscriber, you are welcome and entitled to get something from your auntie. Okay? But what I will not do, and what I'm hoping that you do not do, is share what you have received. Over the time period, I have been giving this out of my heart because this is something that I want to do. I feel like the super chat money is above and beyond. And when you give it to me, I give it out. But I am not going to come on here and say who I gave it to, how many gifts I gave out, how much money I gave out, none of that. Because when I am doing it from my heart. Totally and strictly from my heart. Not for any pats on my back. Not for any accolades. Not for anybody to cheer me on. Not for anybody to say, oh, auntie, you so sweet, you so nice, you so... No. I do it because I want to give back. Now, as you all know, YouTube takes a lot of the money. Okay? Bitch, they tax you. Okay? But I want you to know that when you are doing something and you are sincerely doing it from your heart, you don't have to share it. So those gifts will be going out soon to those people whose names that have been randomly picked. Randomly. I'm not going through and reading stories. I care about your stories. I know I'm behind in answering emails. I apologize for that. I got a lot going on. But your names will be randomly picked. And then you will get, whatever it is that I'm sending out for the month. But I will not be discussing it. And if you are a recipient, please keep it private. I don't want anybody offended or mad or wondering why they didn't get anything. As long as I'm getting super chats and it's significant enough for me to go and purchase something for your fellow cousins, I will do that as long as I can. But please, y'all, don't come out and say what you got. and that I got something from Auntie. Please, please don't do that. It has not been done in the past. Many people have received many things from me, and nobody has come out and talked about it. Okay? So I want all of my new subscribers. I have so many new subscribers. I knew I had to say that. So that's it for the family meeting. Tomorrow, I will be looking at Married at First Sight, and I will be doing that review on Thursday. Also on Thursday, I will be doing my Say It Isn't So's. I know that I owe a bunch of them to you all. I've been trying to do that. Lord Jesus knows I've been trying to get that done. But I'm hoping that I'll be able to at least do 2 of them on Thursday. Keep y'all nose to the ground if you find out information. Make sure that you hit me up on aunties2cents@gmail.com. Again, those gifts will be going out very soon. And I just need y'all to keep it like that. Keep it just like that, okay? Thank you, Lisa Huntsberry, for the $2 super chat. Hook someone up. Shine on. Good night. Oh, thank you, boo. Thank you, boo. But yeah, I just, when I thought about the family Chantel and all of that kind of stuff, it made me think that I needed to do a little bit of housekeeping. So, but know that your super chat goes a long way. And I really do appreciate you all being here. So look out for some more videos from your auntie. And thank you all so much for being here. Just your presence alone means so much to me. Thank you so much to Mary and to Josie for moderating the chat. Again, thank you to everybody who super chatted tonight. I really do appreciate it. Somebody is saying something. Let me see what they are saying. Oh, no, Mary Grace. I know what Auntie meant. I just mean some people compare things against others while others receive, and it's not about that. Love you guys. That's true. I love you, Auntie. You brighten my day. That's Nana Loves Jesus. Oh, thank you. Hey, Randy Thompson. Hey, Loving Life. Pissed Off Panda. Thank you, Auntie, for the happy moments and the laughs you give me. Oh, you're so welcome. Hi, Alpha Wolf. Oh, you're new. Hi, boo. Hey, Diane White. Auntie. Okay. Hi, sweetie. You want to get my attention for something? Now, like I said the other day, for all of you all who missed it, I have been working with a software where I'm going to be able to share the screen with you. So I will let you all know in the in my community page when that's going to start happening. Fix your damn hair. Okay? If you're cooking in the kitchen, I don't care. We can, try to get some of that aroma up. But be ready, okay, to go live with your auntie. I think I'm going to do a panel of 4, and we're going to talk about some of these 90-day fiance crazy mofos, and we're going to dedicate one to Love After Lockup, and we're just going to simply have fun, okay? We're going to have fun. So I'm going to give you a week's notice once I finish tweaking this software, and let you all know, and then you can send me your email addresses. For all of those people who sent me emails indicating that you wanted the tickets for the play, I will be responding to each and every one of those emails tomorrow. I had a lot going on today, and so I wasn't able to do that. Plus, I really just wasn't feeling that great. So I just took a day today to kind of rest. I love you all to pieces. Have a wonderful night, y'all. Love you.